Okay, so what is the pattern? This is from yesterday. This is a sequence. What's the pattern on the sequence?
Probably like add 3 or something.
Plus 3, so it's what kind of sequence? Arithmetic. If it was multiplied by 3, it'd be geometric. How did we write an equation for this?
1 plus 3.
Right, we backed up, like if the pattern is plus 3, then we said what would come right here? 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 plus 3 in. Yeah, so I didn't say this yesterday, but they're going to start mentioning this. This is called an explicit equation. So the one we're doing today is called recursive. That's what today's is all about. And for a recursive formula, you start by defining the first term. So in this case, t sub 1 equals 4. Okay, and then you go comma, t sub n equals, and then you do t sub n minus 1. Okay, if we're looking for t sub n, what does t sub n minus 1 mean? What does that stand for? Exactly. So, for example, I'm not done with this, by the way. If I was looking for the fourth term, then this would be the 4 minus 1. This would be like the third term. So what a recursive formula does is it takes the previous term and then does something to it. So what do we have to do to the previous term to get to the next term in this sequence? Plus 3. Okay, you guys see the difference? So if I was looking for the fourth term, then I would take the third term, 4 minus 1, and then add 3.
So does it matter which way you do it if they get the same thing?
Well, today we're just going to be doing this. The directions say right. You're going to write it recursively. I kind of feel like this one's easier. I don't know.
Did we do it last year or something like that? We did a little bit of
Good
that.
question, did we?
Yeah, because I remember we did the terms and also the section.
I feel like on the ACT they'll put like one of something like this on there, so I don't know if a whole chapter is worth it, but at least we might get that one right. Okay. And just get like a wig.
No, I think you could pull it off.
A wig with the,
Have
I can
you
grow my
taken
beard
the
out.
ACT like recently? Like, are you able to see how like you score now?
It'd be really funny if you had like a trumpet.
No, I would have to pay
Like a
money.
horn,
Just like you guys.
Yeah, but you should. You should do it here.
I'm sure I would do a lot better than I did
Yeah,
in high
that's what
You
school.
did when you did it.
Like a key
32, I think.
Oh.
It's like the parents are like, oh
My goodness,
my
that's
God,
pretty
it's
good.
And they do it. It's like, it's out. It'd be so funny.
My best was math and reading, and then science was my worst.
I feel like that's everything. Science is so bad already. Science is just.
It just depends on who you are. Okay, science is kind of like reading anyway, but I did well in reading, but not in science. Okay, anyways. This is, I feel like this is kind of a tie for yesterday. The first section's really easy though. Let's go ahead and jump in. The directions say find the third, fourth, and fifth terms of the sequence. So we are not even finding the first or second term. The first term is given to us. So all right. This is pretty close to the one I made up. So the pattern is basically going to be a plus 4. So they said they want the third, fourth, and fifth terms. So the third term would equal the 3 minus 1. The second term plus 4. But, of course, we haven't found the second term yet, so. The second term would equal the 2 minus 1, the first term, plus 4. So the first term they gave to us, that's the difference on recursive formulas. They have to give you the starting numbers. So 6 plus 4 is 10. Okay. I don't know that you need to write all this, but the third term is going to be the second term, 10 plus 4. The fourth term is going to be the third term plus 4. And the fifth term is going to be the fourth term plus 4. So the answer is only the third, fourth, and fifth terms. They didn't really ask for the second term. Once you see the pattern, you kind of cheat a little bit. It's not that. You don't have to show all that necessarily. I'm showing it because I want you guys kind of get it. Number 3, the first term is 1. The nth term is the n minus 1 term. Oh, 3 times n minus 1 term minus 1. Okay, so that means the second term would be 3 times the first term, which is 1. So it's 3 times 1 minus 1. Dos. The third term would be 3 times the second term minus 1. So 3 times 2, just taking the second term. 3 times 2 minus 1. Might be a little bit harder to see this pattern because there's 2 things that are happening instead of just 1. The fourth term would be 3 times 4 minus 1, the third term. So 3 times 5 minus 1. Three times 14 is 42 minus 1. I mean, the pattern is times 3 minus 1. That's the pattern. It might not be obvious when you look over here, though. It's kind of... Oh, wait, that was it. Let's stop there.
I think yesterday was easier. Today is really difficult.
This is a no.
This is insanely difficult.
I hope you're being sarcastic.
Grant thinks this is tough as rocks, right? Grant?
It stumps me.
It stumps you.
It's like looking through a glass of jelly.
It'd be pretty easy, Grant.
No, when it's gelatin, it's not see-through.
If you would rather be a lone wolf or a dragon, what would you want?
Dude, what on earth are these questions?
That's what happens when you watch too much anime. Beware.
Kid knows that first time.
Sure, buddy.
I remember it. in ninth
That's
grade.
like yourself, brother.
A
Oh,
lone wolf or a
Kid,
dragon?
who's the body from One Piece?
Can the dragon fly?
There's so many.
Can a dragon fly?
Don't.
Of course.
Look up.
But it just be a
Do you know the
lizard
Ginger from One Piece?
or a dinosaur.
If they have that, I know.
Can you name names?
Okay,
It's not about the name.
so number 5 is a little bit different because there's an n over here, kind of like yesterday. So this n value changes as the number of the term changes. So on the second term, like t sub 2, n will be 2 right there. So, yeah, my part's a little more like yesterday. So the second term equals the first term plus 2 times, okay, n on this second term is going to be 2. So the first term, they gave it to us. This is 1 plus 4 minus 1.
I'm talking about dragons. like go in circles
Yeah,
all
flip
over.
and then like land on the like,
Yeah, and they land on their tail and they balance.
Okay,
like Ninja Turtles.
this one is the third term, so n is going to be 3 right here.
Like Kung Fu Panda.
Okay.
Nice.
So the second term was 4. So 4 plus 6 minus 1. You guys follow that? Okay, the fourth term equals the 4 minus 1, the third term, plus 2 times the number of the term, 4, minus 1. So the third term was 9. 9 plus 8, 17 minus 1.
That's quite possible. It's us plus 5.
You guys see the pattern
I think I'm stuck at this.
here? We had it yesterday. It's
It's the
the
squares.
square numbers. Yeah.
Holy guacamole.
Okay, we need one more, I guess. So the fourth term plus 2 times the fifth term minus 1. 16 plus 10 is 26 minus 1 is 25.
I bet you thought you'd be.
Yeah, you think we'll get even next year?
Sorry.
What are you
I
talking
bet you thought you'd be. You could only see that guy.
Um,
No, I did not.
What's the second? I
I
don't know.
just realized it was really quiet, so I stopped singing. That was a total accident.
It would be
I did not do that.
4 squared minus 6 minus 10, so it would be 6.
Okay, so it's 4 squared minus what? Minus
10.
Okay, what's the third number?
Grant, you're bummed.
So you would take the 6. So the third term is going to be the second term squared minus 10. So 6 squared minus 10.
Be 26 and then 6.
Hey! That's not a bad thing right there. He's watching.
Okay, number 7. Keep on rolling. Okay, 7. What's a little bit different about 7?
Then extra part.
What's the extra thing?
Can I look for like, I'm gonna just like,
Pretend like I don't know you.
They're giving us
You're
the
tricky.
they're giving us the first 2 terms because the nth term needs 2 terms in the formula. So t sub n minus 1 plus t sub n minus 2. So yeah, the formula over here, n minus 1, if we're looking for the nth term, n minus 1 would be the previous term, n minus 2 would be the previous term. So we kind of need 2 of them just to get started. So we're going to start with the third term. So the third term would equal the 3 minus 1, the second term, plus the 3 minus 2, the first term. So basically, the new term is the sum of the previous 2 terms. That, you guys follow that? So t sub 3 equals 4 plus 2. 6. T sub 4. So that would equal the 4 minus 1, the third term, plus 4 minus 2, the second term. So the third term is the one we just had, 6, and the second term is the one they gave us, 4. 10. The fifth term would equal the fourth term plus the third term. So it'd be 10 plus 6. 16. Are you getting it, Issa?
Am I getting it? Oh, tonight?
Why can't you just get it the first time?
Guys, I can't think too
That was funny.
No.
You're nuts.
I can't get it right now because I can't think right now. I
Y'all are
lost
weird,
it.
bro. I didn't get that.
When you say first night.
Well, you did.
I don't
You look
know.
like
It took me a
you
second.
legit looked
She
over.
said I will
You're
tonight.
like, what?
Also,
I did not get it. No,
Looks like
that expression.
you're not helping yourself, bro. Olivia.
Sometimes I'm even like
Why did she sound like that?
It sounds like you're crying.
I don't know how to do that one.
it's the worst.
I think she heard.
Word.
On the last one? N minus 1 is the term that comes right before. N minus 2 would be the term right before that.
I mean, you're lucky.
Well, I will learn about it too.
Bro, pay attention.
White plus.
That's why you say it. I
Okay.
don't understand six at all.
You should pause real quick.
Why are you?
Yeah. Let me cheer it.
So, if you're looking for the second term on number 6, those ends will be a 2.
I got that one.
So it's 2 over 2 plus 1.
Would it be like, well,
So it'd be like 2/3,
okay, yeah,
basically.
and then it goes back
Times
to the full number?
1/2 plus 1. So,
So the numbers
the-
that I got are 2, 5 over 2, and 3.
2 is the fourth term.
4.
Yeah,
So was it like 3 over 2
yeah.
for that? Okay, so I did.
That's
I
the
did
third
put
term.
the-
3 over 2 is the third term, yeah. Okay, yeah, you did too many, I guess. Alright. So, the third term, if we're looking for the third term, which one will this be?
What?
This will be n is 3, so this will be the 3 minus 1, this will be the second term.
2.
So it'll be this. You guys follow that?
Yeah.
Here, we'll do it real slow.
No.
Okay, which term would this be?
1.
The first term, yes. Okay, so then we just plug those in. The second term is 8, the first term is 5. 8 minus 5 is 3, 3 squared is 9. Okay, so if we're doing the fourth term, then this will be the third term minus the second term. The third term is the one we just got. The second term is 8. So it's 9 minus 8 squared. This is getting smaller. Actually, it's going to jump back and forth now that I look at it. It's kind of a random pattern. Okay, so if we're doing the fifth term, then we're going to do 5 minus 1, the fourth term, minus the third term. Fourth term minus third term. Squared.
Whoa.
Like,
Grants.
Oops. My bad.
What game are they playing over there?
I don't know.
Whack-a-mole.
what?
The what form?
The block can't make it match the colors, so whatever.
Oh,
Puzzle,
probably.
maybe?
Eli, do you wish that you could be a child?
No.
How do you
What do you wish
think
you could be?
Is it kind of like number 7?
It's like 7 and 9. So if you're looking for the third term, you start with the third term. N minus 1 would be the second term. N minus 2 would be the first term.
So it would be 4 times.
Just 4 times 2. It's just multiplying the previous two terms. Okay, Number 11 says find an explicit definition for number 1. Okay, explicit is what we did yesterday. So it's these two problems, 11 and 12, are a review of yesterday. So number 1, we got 4, 10, 14, 18. Wait, what was, no, that's not right. It was, okay, sorry, it was 6, I was looking at my example, 6, 10, 14, 18. Okay, so how did we do this yesterday? The pattern is what? Plus 4. So yesterday, remember we said what comes right before this? So
Right before.
if we're adding 4, what would come before 6? 2. Plus, we want to add 4 to that over and over. As n increases, we want to add another 4. So we want to add 4 n times. So 11 and 12 are kind of just like reviewing yesterday's. You could check your answer by plugging in like what's t of 3. If you plug that in, you should get the same as the Alright, 13. Give a recursive definition. So, recursive means what they did on 1 through 10. Actually, more like 1 through 6, I'd say. We're not doing the two different numbers thing. 9, 13, 17. Alright, so what you do on recursive is you always define the first term, at least the first term is 9. Okay, to define the new terms, we're going to define them based on the old terms. So the new term is going to equal the previous term. What do we do to the previous term to get the new term? What's the pattern here? Plus 4. Yeah. The new term equals the previous term plus 4. The pattern is plus 4, plus 4, plus 4. So all of this is the answer. One, 3, 7, 15, 31. Some of these are kind of going to be hard. How can we get from 1 to 3? Well, plus 2, but this one would be plus 4, this one would be plus 8. It might not be. Adding might not be enough.
Square. Plus 2. Just adding on time. It's like adding 1 every time. It's like coloring something.
Probably plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5.
Yeah, that's true. There's actually 2 ways we can do this. Just realized. I think, which one did it do? These are almost all double. 15 is almost double 7, 7 is almost double 3. But 3 times 2 doesn't get us 7. What would we have to do to the 3 times 2? Plus 1, yeah. So you could do times 2 plus 1 times 2 plus 1. That would work. So multiply the previous term times 2 and add 1 to that. There is another way, using this plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 6 pattern. I'm going to go ahead and I'll circle that, but I'll go ahead and show you guys the other way. So we're going up by even numbers, like 2, 4. Oh no, never mind. That would, you'd have to double the double. That wouldn't work. If it was 2, 4, 6, 8, this would have worked. But it's 2, 4,
All over your
No, you were not.
8, 16.
I hope you.
Is there a way to do that one?
What is this for the
No, you're not right.
previous term?
This is n times 2. This is n times 4. Or n times 2 times
What?
4.
Stop
n
adding.
times 2. Okay.
I can hear
n
it.
times 2, n times 4, n times. This is the third term. It's 2. This is the second. Yeah, this one's harder. This is the second term. So n would be 2. So this would be like n squared, n cubed. It would be n to the n. Okay, that's weird. Doesn't work. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if the fifth term. What's the fourth term? Plus. No, that's way too big. It's. This is 2. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, that one was harder. Okay, it does work that way too, though. It's kind of a mess, though. I guess our first one was the best. Okay, 17. 1, 3, 6, 10. 15. Yeah, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. Okay, so if we want to add a number that's incrementally increasing, then we want to use like a plus n value. Because as the number of your term goes up, the value of n goes up. So on the second term, we can get it by adding 2 to the first term. On the third term, we can get it by adding 3 to the second term. So basically, we want to take the previous term and add the number of the term that we're now on. So it's the previous term plus n. So yeah, 16 and 18, a little bit tough. 16 is kind of like 17. Times 2, times 3, times 4. Yeah, alright. I'll let you guys try to figure it out. Do I want to do 19 and 20?
Just get the 18. That's confusing.
Yeah, that's fine. You guys can go 18.
Mr. Jordan, did you hear what happened with Bubble Math?
What?
Took the textbooks out.
Oh no.